Methods of identification other than fingerprinting. Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang iba't ibang klaseng pamamaraan o methods upang ma-identify ang isang tao. Meron tayong 6 topics. Una ay anthropometry or Bertillon system, portrait parley, DNA fingerprinting, forensic odontology, forensic serology, and forensic anthropology. First topic, anthropometry, Bertillon system. Anthropometry, the science dealing with the measurement of the human body to determine differences of individuals. It was introduced by Alphonse Bertillon in 1882 and spread it through the world. At in 1914, fingerprints was officially adopted in France, replacing the Bertillon system. Composition of Bertillon system. Una ay ang anthropometrical signalment o yung pagsukat ng katawan, ulo at mga katawan. Ito yung example niya. Una, ang pagsukat ng height. Pangalawa, pagsukat ng reach o yung haba ng ating mga kamay. Pangatlo, yung pagsukat ng haba natin habang nakaupo. Pang-apat, pagsukat ng haba ng ating ulo. Pang-lima, yung lapad. Yung pang-anim, pagsukat ng ating tinga. Pang-pito, pagsukat ng paa. Pang-walo, pagsukat ng middle finger natin. At ang pang-siyam ay yung pagsukat ng forearm natin. Pangalawa is yung descriptive signalment, a clear and specific system of description of individual as well as the photography of main factors. Ito yung example niya. Ayan. Yung pangatlo is peculiar mark signalment. Ito yung pag-record ng mga marks tulad ng scars, tattoo, birthmarks, and mga nunarin. Next topic is the portrait parley. It is a verbal and pictures description of person being identified, such as information may be given by witness, relatives, or person who is acquainted with the physical features of the person to be identified. Ito yung example ng mga pwede nating sabihin sa pag-identify ng isang tao. Una yung mukha. Ito yung example niya. May oval, may oblong, may round, square, triangular, or diamond. Widow speak. Kung yung tao ba ay meron ganito, bibihira lang ang mga taong may ganito. Sunod, skin color. Kung ito ba ay maitim, brown, or white. Sunod, hair types. May straight, may wavy, may curly, may coils, and undefined curls. Sunod, eyes. Iba't ibang uri ng mata. May round, may almond, may droopy, may hooded, may Asian, and round Asian, at marami pang iba. Sunod yung kulay ng mata. May hazel, may gray, may black, may brown, may blue, may green, at iba pa. Sunod, ang mga iba't ibang kulay ng kilay. May black, may dark red, may dark brown, may medium red, may brown, may light red, may blonde, at may light blonde. Sunod, yung distansya ng mata. May wide set eyes, close set eyes, prominent eyes, big eyes, and small eyes. Sunod, ang average distance of eyes ay 65 mm or 6.5 cm. Ang sukat nito ay mula sa pupil ng magkabilang pupil ng mata. Sunod, ang eye shape. May small and long eyes, very big eyes, small eyes, protruding eyes, and sunken eyes. Types of eyebrows. May manipis, may makapal, at may katamtaman lang. Sunod, ang iba't ibang klase ng beard style, facial hair, o yung mga tinatawag natin balbas. Chin types. May oblong, may rectangle, may round, may square, inverted triangle, cookies heart, oval, triangle, and diamond. Type of nose. May hook, may droopy, may aquiline, oman, Persian nose, button, upturned, snub, and funnel. Sunod is nose length. Ears. Different human ear shape. Square ear, pointed ear, narrow ear, sticky out, round ear prelobe, attached lobe, and broad lobe. Hairy ears. Next is types of lips. Full lips, heavy upper lips, wide lips, heavy lower lips, thin lips, heart-shaped lips, downward turned lips. Forensic odontology. Forensic odontology is the proper handling, examination, and evaluation of dental evidence, which will be presented in the interest of justice. Race determination. There are several features that can be used to determine the race of individual. Arch of maxilla can be found in three basic shapes: African hyperbolic, European parabolic, and Asian rounded. Characteristics of mongoloid teeth: shovel shape, enamel piers are small nodules of enamel on the surface. Taurodontism, bull tooth. The bud cavity of molars is wide and deep, and the roots are fused and bent. Congenital lack of third upper molars is common. Characteristic of caucasoids teeth: small nodules on lingual surfaces of maxillary molar is common in caucasoids. Characteristics of negroids teeth: large teeth with more cups in molars are common in negroids. Gender determination. The mandible tends to have square shape. Mandible females tends to have a pointed chin. Larger, wider, and broader brim, and female smaller and narrower. Mandibular canine. Male, long and broad, female, short and pointed. Age determination can be determined by two methods: stage of eruption, stage of tooth mineralization of radiograph. Bite marks analysis. Question during investigation. It is a bite mark. It is human or animal. It is caused by child or adult. Or it is self-inflicted. Are there features of the bite mark that can be compared to the dentition of potential biter? Human bite can be found on the skin of the living deceased or adult, child, victim, or suspect. They can also be found on inanimate objects such as foods, wood, leather, or other substances. Sexual assaults, fights, homicides, and abusive incidents often result in biting injuries and the necessity to involve the forensic odontologist. Bite marks characteristics. Typical two-dimensional human bite. Ovoid or circular bruise pattern that consists of two opposing U-shaped arches. Dog bites vary in degree of severity and can be more oblong and even V-shaped. Types of human bites. Single upper arch. Bite on sole of foot. Two-dimensional bite is the predominant type of injury that occurs during confrontational episodes. The typical two-dimensional bite has width and breadth but no penetration of epidermis. Three-dimensional bite has all components of two-dimensional bite plus depth of penetration. On the left, reflected UVA photo. On the right side is a plaster cast of breast demonstrating three-dimensional bite with depth and penetration of tissue. Another methods of identification. Telescopy is a forensic investigation technique that deals with the identification of human based on lips traces. Rugoscopy. Traditional methods such as dental, fingerprint, and DNA comparison are probably the most common techniques used in this context, allowing fast and secure identification process. Thus, showing palatal rugae. Forensic anthropology. Forensic anthropology is a special subfield of physical anthropology that involves applying skeletal analysis and techniques in archaeology to solving criminal cases. It is application of physical anthropology to legal cases, usually with the focus of human skeleton. It helps solve crime by assist the law enforcement with the location and recovery of human remains at a crime scene. Points to identify: age, sex, height, and cause of death. Age determination. Kapag bata pa, ang karaniwang ginagamit na age determination is ang pagsukat ng mga buto nito. At kapag umabot naman sa age 21 ang isang buto, ginagamitan naman ito ng paghawak sa mga buto sa surface nito, dahil kapag magaspang ang buto, ito ay sa bata pa. Then pag matanda na, yung surface ng buto is makinis. Pag bata pa yung isang bungo, makikita na may guwit siya sa kanyang bungo. Yan. Ito yung mga gender determination. Ito yung mga dapat tandaan. dito makikita na may 90 degrees na mga buto. Sa lalaki makikita na narrow siya. Then sa babae is wide. Dito makikita naman yung sa lalaki is yung tailbone natin o yung dulo ng spinal cord natin. Sa babae hindi. Yan. Makikita mas malaki yung bungo ng lalaki kaysa sa babae. Makikita na mas malapad ang bungo ng mga lalaki kaysa sa mga babae. Then yung panga ng lalaki is may ganto. Race determination. Karaniwan, dinidivide ang categories ito sa mga Mongoloid, Caucasoid, and Negroid. Sa Mongoloid or sa Asian is makikita yung eye orbits na circular. Sa European naman is oval. Then sa Negroid is square, yung eye orbits. Height determination. Ito na yung pagsukat ng taas ng isang tao sa pamamagitan ng pagsukat ng mga mahabang buto. Para na yung sinusukat ay mga femur, radius, o tibia, and humerus. Karaniwan din sinusukat yung buto natin sa hita. Human death. The disease or injury responsible for initial sequence of events that result in death. For example, gunshot wound, drug overdose, and cardiovascular disease. Reason of death or cause of death. This is the categories: accidental, homicidal, natural, suicidal, and undetermined. Forensic serology. Forensic serology is the application of the study of blood, semen, saliva, and other body fluids. Composition of blood. Blood is a mixture of many components: cells, inorganic substances, enzymes, water, proteins. Forensic characterization of blood stains. Presumptive tests rely on hemoglobin's ability to catalyze the oxidation of certain reagents, usually resulting in a color change. Castelmeyer. Produce a pink color indicates the presence of blood. Leucomalachite green produce blue-green color in the presence of blood. Luminol. Used for large areas where blood is suspected but not visible. If blood is present, it will glow. Luminol test. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin. Each hemoglobin contains 4 iron, and the luminol reacts with iron. False positive. Confirmatory test. Precipitin test procedure. Blood typing, antigens. Distribution of blood types in the US. Blood typing. Blood also contains antibodies, proteins that recognize and bind to certain specific antigens. Blood typing. Human serum containing specific antibodies can be purchased. Blood stain analysis. Categories of blood stains: passive or dripping, transfer or smearing, and projected. Projected blood stains. Direction of spatter and angle of impact with surface. Forensic characterization of semen. And last, forensic characterization of saliva. DNA fingerprinting, also known DNA profiling. What is DNA fingerprinting or DNA profiling? DNA profiling is a forensic technique in criminal investigations, comparing criminal suspects' profiles to DNA evidence, so as to assess the likelihood of their involvement in the crime. Naghanda ako ng isang sample video upang mas maintindihan natin ang DNA fingerprinting.
What is DNA fingerprinting or DNA profiling? Leicester University geneticist Alec Jeffreys developed a technique called DNA fingerprinting in 1985. It allows DNA samples from different people to be compared to look for similarities and differences. It's used for solving crimes and can also confirm if people are related to each other, like in paternity testing. Any two people in the world have 99.9% of their DNA the same. So this process analyzes the differences in the remaining 0.1%. This modern technology is called DNA profiling. It's a very sensitive technique which only needs a few skin cells, a hair root, or a tiny amount of blood or saliva. There are sections, or loci, of chromosomes, where instead of a gene consisting of a long sequence of bases, there are much shorter sequences of 3, 4, or 5 bases that are repeated many times. For example, these repeated sequences are called short tandem repeats, or STR. At these places on the chromosomes where we find these STRs, there are areas that vary in number of repeats. DNA profiling only looks at these STRs. A cell sample is collected. This could be from some blood at a crime scene, or a swab from the inside of someone's cheek, for example. The DNA is then extracted from the sample. Many copies of this DNA may be made using the polymerase chain reaction, or PCR. Special enzymes called restriction endonucleases are used to cut the DNA up into different size pieces. The DNA samples are then put into wells in a special gel called agarose for the process of gel electrophoresis, which separates the DNA fragments by size. The pattern is then transferred to a nylon sheet in southern blotting. And finally, the lines produced by the DNA samples from different people are compared. So let's have a go at using DNA profiles to solve some mysteries. An item was stolen in a burglary. A drop of blood was left behind by the thief. Samples of DNA were taken from 4 suspects and compared to the sample left at the crime scene. Which suspect is guilty? Here's a clue. Look for the one that is most similar to the one from the crime scene. Pause the video while you decide. Suspect 3 is guilty. Can you see how the pattern of bands matches in suspect 3 and the crime scene? Their DNA is the same.